It's actually been really great to be here down under, and actually I've been here for about a week and a half, and so I've learned this. Good day. That's about as good as I get right now, but it's been really a lot of fun, and I've met some just amazing people. If you look up here, you're going to see this is where you can download the handout from today's session. We're going to talk a little bit about using the iPad in the special education classroom, and then we're going to cover apps. Now, I'm not going to get through all my apps today, but all those apps on my list will be listed there, and there's probably 70 to 80 apps on that list that you'll be able to download and take a look at. So I'll give you a second or so here to write that down. And just a little bit about being down here. I'm actually really intrigued and enthralled with your football. And I actually watched the match last night, and this morning I had to go out and get this. And I'm going to be wearing this on the plane when I go back. So, yeah, it was so much fun. So I knew I probably alienated a few people in this room, probably, but it looks like such a great sport. I'm a great U.S. football fan, and I was watching that, and I'm going, I want to do that. So, all right. Does everybody have this? We'll bring it up at the end here real quick, at the end, if you miss it at this point. Okay, so here's my contact information. Again, my name's Mark Coppin. I'm Director of Assistive Technology at the Ann Carlson Center in Jamestown, North Dakota. So you can tell I'm not from around here. But here's my contact information. You're probably not going to call me up in the near future. You're probably not even going to be stopping by to see me. However, there's my email address, and the reason I give you that is I maintain an email list when apps go out for free or are very inexpensive, and this happens quite often, actually. So what I do is when these opportunities come up, I will send out emails to somebody or to the group, and it's about 3,000 strong at this point. Just letting them know that there's some really good deals. It's a great way to be able to build up your library, and you can really at times get some really great deals. And the one I bring up all the time is about a year ago. I was doing a presentation back in North Dakota, and there was an app that came out. It was called Sonoflex. It's a $99 app, and for 1 hour it went on sale for 99 cents. So before I did my presentation, I sent an email out to everybody. I said, if you want to get a great deal, Sonoflex is going to be 99 cents for the next hour. Download it if you can. And then I went and did my presentation. After I was done, I got back and I read my email, and I got an email back from school I was consulting with, our school district I was consulting with back in Texas, and they said, you just saved our school district $10,000 because we loaded it on every one of our devices. And I said, that's great, what do I get? And they said, thank you. So, but it is, and it's not always going to be that good. Well, and the funny thing about the whole thing was, it was a mistake. They didn't mean to do that. What had happened is they had people that were testing their app for them, and during that testing process, they wanted the people who were the beta testers to be able to get the app really inexpensively, so they just sent an email out to them. Well, they sent it to a couple of the wrong people, and it went viral, and it happened to be I was one of those that made it go viral. But anyway, a lot of times there's going to be some really good deals. In fact, some of these today, as we're going along, you'll see that a couple of them were paid last week, and this week they're free. So some people in the audience, if you find them, when I say, well, this might be free, if you find it, just let me know, and we'll let everybody know. But I've been doing these presentations for about 2.5 years, actually ever since the iPod Touch came out. And I work a lot with the kids on the autism spectrum and those kids that are really severely medically fragile. And what I started finding out is these devices really started making sense for these kids. They kind of very intuitive device, and we started seeing a lot of solutions, and the kids really using these devices quite a bit. And so I started doing presentations because people wanted to know how they can start using these with kids in the special education classroom. Well, then the iPad came around. And to tell you the truth, I've never seen something impact education so much as the iPad has done in such a short time and so profoundly. I mean, we're all iPad crazy, and people are trying to figure out how they can fit these into their classrooms. So I've been doing presentations all across the United States, in fact, all across the world, on how to be able to utilize these devices.